So we're gonna go ahead and look at this video that this biracial chick had to say about her white mammy. Okay, let's get into it.
My white mama said none of you black is gonna check her for saying, and I tagged her, and I posted it, and I made it public. And they went in on her. And then she private her page and she deleted and stuff like that. Like, because she's not about that. I know you're not about that life. She felt big and bad because we were her children. I'm not a child no more. Mm-hmm. I'm a grown ass woman. And you married to these black men. You had these black ass kids with these nappy hair. You got these black grandbabies.
That's so crazy for her to be saying shit like that.
It's crazy for her husband to let her.
All up in the nick, though.
Yeah, like, it's crazy for her husband to let her. That's my sister daddy. Yeah, I'm talking to you. So
damn,
thank you for letting me get that off. I appreciate that.
It feels good, right?
Yeah. I mean, I say it all the time, but this is they gonna be able to find this one.
Yeah. This one is gonna be found.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah, by 2018, all white people should have stopped singing. That, for sure. Like,
wow. Okay, so this video is from a while ago, but just recently came onto my feed, and one of the things about this that rings so true is you have a lot of white women who get with black men and they think somehow they're empowered by the black D that now they could just go and start spewing all this crazy stuff. And side note, I actually seen another video where I think it was a white chick. I think I'm gonna do it. But it was a white chick. She was actually saying how you have white chicks who get with black dudes and then they start looking essentially like this. Okay, they start with the hair, the different kind of hairstyles. They want to get the BBLs, they want to have the boobs, they want to have the big lips and all that, and kind of be like Baps essentially. And the lady said, "Well, why? How come y'all don't emulate like the regular black chicks that don't have all that stuff going on?" And it's because they think it's like a jacket you could put on and then take off, put on, take off. You know what I mean? And this isn't really your personality. This is fun to you. So then you go and see this where you had babies you're a white woman who had babies by these black men or this black man in particular. And then you're saying, oh, well, I could go and say it N-word, N-word, N-word. And to you, it's just fine. And that's why she said what she said. The black man encouraged it. He's like, oh, it's fine. Whatever. Go ahead and say it. So then when you say it, and like she said, I tagged her in the post. So then now when you got people coming down your throat, and oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say, I wasn't about that. Well, why would you do it? What's the point in doing all of that? That kind of stuff really doesn't make any sense to me. Why do you need to say it? If you know it has a negative connotation, why do you have to say it? Why is it such a, well, black people say, but why do you want to say it? I don't think black people should be saying it either. We're going to keep it real. But why do you feel so emboldened to say it? I mean, what do you gain from that? I don't get it, other than you don't like us and you want to say it just to kind of get under our skin. But something I thought was interesting, this actually relates to Kendra G. There was this one episode that she had, and it was this black dude. He lived either in Oklahoma or Texas. He lived in either Oklahoma or Texas. He had some kind of federal job, and he was essentially saying how pretty much all his life he's dated white chicks, right? And he talked like this, and he had kids. He had 2 white women that he was with, and I think he had a total of 5 kids or something like that. Whatever the case may be. So then this dude went and said, I'm looking for a black Nubian queen now. And I said, I watched this video. I said, what? You looking for a black woman now? Why? You've been a white woman your whole life. It's not like you've been with your race and you're branching out. You branched out and now you're coming back. Why? I think that deserves an explanation, right? So then he said, well, I was at the dinner table and we were about to start eating and she called me the N-word with the hard R to my face and I just didn't know what to do. So was she not doing that before? How come the first relationship didn't work? Is because she did that too? And you let her? This one, and let's keep it real. I don't think, he didn't say, but I don't think that this was the first time. I don't think this was the first time she did it. This was probably the last time where you were like, okay, she did it for my kids. I mean, I'm okay with her doing it in the bedroom, but not for my kid. Y'all be letting these people just go and say all types of stuff, negative stuff, and it doesn't help when you say negative stuff too, and then they go ahead and repeat it. And now we're all looking at each other. And then now you end up on Kendra G's show, or you got your daughter on a podcast saying how y'all ain't ish. Because of that, not because you were a black person that got with a white person. It's because of the behaviors that are allowed while having said relationship, if you get what I mean. But let's go ahead and look at these comments. So it says, I always say there's a big difference between biracial children with white moms and black moms. Yeah, I've heard that some people said that in regards to having a black mom, like you're more socially, you're socialized better. You know how people say, oh, I was never white enough, or I was never black. You don't really hear that with black moms. And you also understand the culture, black history more. And you're also not growing up hating your hair or being talked about, or, oh, well, your skin is medium, it's not pale. You don't hear that. You know what I mean? And let's keep it real, like with kids, you're in the mother's womb, okay? And you're around the mother more often than you are the father. So of course you're going to listen and pick up certain things, so there's that. Doing that to your mother is wild. Trying way too hard to show people you're pro-black, that is mad corny. I agree with what she said, because she doesn't rock with that. She doesn't agree with you going out here saying this kind of crazy stuff, and you think that you could just say it because whatever. Oh, I'm married to a black dude. Okay, well, let's go and see. Yeah. How many of y'all in these comments don't understand that some white people fetishize black people and still hate us? Yeah, I dated a mixed guy who told me his white mom told him to never date a black woman because we didn't know how to treat our men. And she knew this because that's what his black daddy told her. Okay. I said, does she know any black women and are they still married? She knew none and they were divorced and he married. Oh, dun, 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 a black woman. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. They're so terrible, yet he went and got back. And in all realness, the black woman probably is not getting a better deal. Okay, if you out here just talking negatively about a whole group of people like that, okay, that's the realest thing I ever saw on Instagram. Yeah, I checked my white friend for saying it too, who has a mixed child. Sleeping with black men and having a mixed kid doesn't make you black. Yes. So there's a lot of different comments up in here, but let me know what you think down below.